Yo, yo. The generals and captains asking what's happening and why I ain't rapping. I'm sick of these Jewish bastards and they predatorial tactics, and plus I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Hold on. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. I pop the trunk and then I pop you before I pop a pill and be sluggish in front of the general public. Fuck that, I'm a changed nigga. You're looking at the epitome of it. Got multiple, I'm honest and they still love it. You can bang this on the way home, on the way to your safe zone. I ain't living how they living, I give them something to hate on. I shedded a tear for my brother's mother, knowing she carried a solid nigga. It was an honor to carry her with him. Most High in Christ. How you slaughter the flock and you don't want beef. Coward building bunkers trying to duck heat. Man, that shit's so weak. Iron tuck is out of sight, but not out of reach. Know your men, count your sheep, they hunt our steps. You a blood-sucking freak. You're a fucking leech. You're a fucking sucker. We see canes on feet and them servants on horses. The road split, it's not a road trip. We deliver the orders. Focus on what's current. Turn my phone off, abused by the waters. Train my sons for warfare. Different love for my daughters. Empty cans with no substance. I'm free from all that fuck shit. Tear drop, denim on my brother's linen. Mexican dinners, I brought the bouquet for my Dominican woman. That's smooth apologies. Damn. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah. I'm too rugged to sign a deal. Integrity locked and sealed. Yeah.
I've been eating pot belly, greasy face, Glock heavy. She just safe talking shit, do not tell me. I don't wanna see that hate, all that shit do not help me. I'm just trying to plead my case to the most high. Pray I see the gates. I was about to Cancun, but we just got the house instead. Covered all of their payment and now she got the bobblehead. Looking at me like dinner, she said she about to gobble lead. Point the beam like a pencil and now you gotta swallow lead. Point the beam like a pencil and now you gotta swallow it. Pack my bag with essentials, I can't forget that hollow tip. Niggas losing they mental and Satan come demolish it. Niggas all on they mental and get the whining like a bitch. Just like iron, they rust. Niggas trying, they luck. Keep it real, everybody out here lying. Save us, steady raising dead. They was out here lying and dust. Niggas on my head, so the brotherhood is a must. Any hood, I be riding with my brothers that I trust. Know I'm good, cause they flying with their fingers on the clutch. Money piling like I'm trying to make it stack in the rush. One west to the death, and that ain't even enough, cause I'm coming back. I ain't never done with that. Gonna hit and spread your lies. I'ma let you run with that. Wanting me to spread the thighs. I ain't having fun with that, nigga. Hell no. Now she wanna chop it up like a lumberjack. Got some exes popping up, trying to run it back. Want me come and hit the hole like a running back. If the Lord take a soul, ain't no coming back. On my soul couldn't fold like 100 racks. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, Lord niggas. I'm down for my niggas, I up for my niggas. I go and do the time, stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas, I die for my niggas. One west to the death, no lie, Lord niggas. The full Nicky on my waistline like a big nigga. No limit, I'm a tank, cold, ain't hit different. We focus on who around, not concerned with who's missing. My boots big and never been a house shoe.
She don't like it, but she love me. I can tell when she want me. Tell, then I sit the body bag like a one seal. I'm dropping every day, let my feel clumsy. Through the pain, but we don't find shit. I know enough that I don't know shit. It's one thing I know this. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Never learn the whole shit. We don't want half of the world, man. We coming for this whole shit. The world of us known to pack bags like a road I'm trip. In the den with the lions. I be living this in real life. Ain't everything, but you gon' lose your soul. That's a real price. Led by a coward. I don't know what that feel like. Black on black toes to my head. I can't kill Christ.
I'm down for my niggas. I up for my niggas. I go and do the time. Stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas. I die for my niggas. One West to the death. No lie, Lord niggas. I'm down for my niggas. I up for my niggas. I go and do the time. Stay stuck for my niggas. I ride for my niggas. I die for my niggas. One West to the death. No lie, Lord niggas.
They gon' put my cover in the Hall of Fame.
We can put the camera down just a little bit, tad bit. And if you could make this like full screen, I won't be able to see. Yeah. Hey, shalom, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You don't gotta do a full screen like that. Yeah, you don't gotta do a full screen. That's cool, right there. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. All right, shalom, everybody. You already know what it is. The I.S.U.P.K started out of 1 Western 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching this truth since 1969. We are under Commander Junior YAHANNA. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native American the truth of the Bible. My name is Nakar Episode 1000, stationed here in Philadelphia. All right, it's a biblical law class where we do go into the scriptures and break down these laws, statutes, and commands, get more in depth into the understanding of what we're reading. All right, if y'all don't see the title already, the title of this class is, man, what's the title of the class again? Is it a good time to trust America? Is it a good time? I'm asking everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. If you're in the chat, if you're watching at home, I need y'all to write in the chat. Is it a good time to trust America? Is it a good time to trust America? Give y'all 15 more seconds. And the time that we in right now, is it a good time to trust America? Because what's going on in the world today is insane. Give me Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Sure. Give me Isaiah chapter 30 verse 1. I'm going to show you what the Lord said about trusting these America. Whenever you got it, you can read it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
The what?
Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebellious children. Woe to the rebellious children. Let's keep reading.
Khan, it's locking my fault.
All right.
Here we go. Spin on the screen for everybody to see.
All right. Everybody, y'all can see it at home. We got the scriptures right there on the side of the page. Shout out to Officer Bob for that. Let's read it.
Yes, sir. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
So we take the counsel, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, we take the counsel of our religious leaders, right? Our political leaders. We take the counsel of them. We take their advice. We take the advice of, if we go vote, everything is going to be better for black people. If you go and pray to this white Jesus, you go pray to this rock in Mecca, everything is going to be okay, right? Read it one more time from the top.
Sir. Woe to rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. The Lord said, man, if you don't keep my law, statutes, commands, right? If you don't take heed from the Most High, you are rebellious. Read from the top again.
Okay. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
So that's what's happening. We adding sin to sin. So when you go and you look inside the black and brown community, we believe that we can go out and go vote. We can go give our allegiance to these religions, and everything is going to be fine. The counsel that you're going to get from your religious leaders, your political leaders, right? You're going to get the advice of sell your soul. Continue to be brainwashed. That's what they teach us. Hey, Shalom, what's going on, brother? That's what they teaching. They teach you to be docile. They teach you to be a slave. Read it one more time.
Yes, sir. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
But not of the Most High Spirit. When you go and go to church, you go to the Muslim mosque, you go to anybody but the men of the Lord to get your counsel, to get the next steps that you should follow, right? What's going to happen is you're going to fail. That black and brown people, what happened when we went through the civil rights movement? Again, there's nothing wrong with going to court and fighting for what was rightfully yours, but the spirit behind the civil rights movement destroyed us. The spirit behind it was for us to continue to be homeborn slaves to the white man, to continue to be nothing but a pawn to this corporation named United States of America. America is a corporation. So many of y'all people out there, y'all believe that your average white American, your European, white people think that they are superior. And what the government did, they knew that we got to make our people feel superior, right? They got to feel like they're over black people, they over brown people, right? And the reality is now, of course, it's a war amongst themselves, but Jewish people run America. They run this corporation. They have all the big time businesses in America. When you look at Hollywood, when you look at finance, everything runs through Jewish people, and they know it. That's why Donald Trump right now is doing what? He is over in the Middle East because Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, told him to take his behind over there and commit war crimes against the Iranians, against the Lebanese. He wants Israel want that war to happen because they want to gain more power in the Middle East. They need to get oil. They need to expand their territory so that they can be able to eventually get a hold of the oil. And what you think going to happen once Israel get a hold of the oil? They're going to really make America bow down to them. See, when you think that you can go to your pastor is not going to tell you this, because to know the truth is an insult in these religions. It is an insult in the Catholic Church. It is an insult in the Christian church. In a Muslim mosque, it is illegal for a Black, Hispanic, Native American man to pride themselves on their history. You gotta pride yourself on being a slave to Islam, right? And we go to your political leaders, they all take money from Jewish people. So they can never go tell the Jewish man to his face that he is the oppressor that the Bible speaks of. It can't do that. They black, Hispanic, in politics, they're never going to say the truth. They're never going to say it. The real truth is America is run by Jewish people, and the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And we're never going to be able to get anywhere if we continue to be in the spirit of the white man. The religions ain't going to teach you that. We ain't going to fix anything with Islam. Look at Philly right now. Philly right now is destroyed. Islam ain't fixing anything. We thought that we thought that Egyptology would fix us. It didn't fix us. We thought that Pan-Africanism was going to help us. It don't help us at all. We thought the Christian church, the Catholic church, we thought that all these other walks of life was going to fix us, and it didn't, and it don't. But when you pick up this Bible and take on the spirit of the Lord directly, you take on the spirit of brotherhood, sisterhood that Christ died for. When you take on and put on the whole armor of the Most High, you're something different. Right. You are alive. That's why the Most High said, man, don't go getting counsel from somebody else. Read it from the top again.
Yes, sir. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Saith the Lord. Go
that
ahead.
Take counsel, but not of me.
That take counsel, but you ain't taking counsel of the Most High. Listen, you take counsel and you're not taking it of the Most High. Guess what, man? You are failing yourself. This is why we be in the predicaments that we be in. You have so many people, man. So many of us out here, we want love, right? We want love. We want compassion. We want a family. But we take counsel from stupid celebrities. We take counsel from these dumb social media influencers. We take counsel from our dumb friends and family members that don't have any good resume when it comes to love, right? Who's one? Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was this relationship guru. This man he wasn't married. He was still out here tricking. He was still out here having sex with women and throwing them away. What can he tell you? What can he show for? The man was a half a homosexual. Kevin Samuels was a half a homosexual. And people was getting relationship advice from him. Now, is everything that he said was false? No. But was he the one to give you counsel on dealing with a woman, dealing with a wife? You know what I mean? No. You can't go to Kevin Samuels when you 10 years in on your marriage, because he wasn't 10 years in the marriage. What the hell do he know? What the hell he know about being with a woman for 15 years? Right. You got to go to the men of the Lord who has the knowledge and wisdom of marriages. But when you go to your pastor, the pastor is going to have sex with your wife, or he might have sex with your husband. He find out that it's a demon in your relationship, that pastor going to try to have sex with somebody in that damn marriage. How many men came out explaining that a pastor or the reverend didn't have sex with their wife? How many times we didn't see them stories about when the dude, the minister on a pulpit, he teaching, and some guy just come up to the front of the church and try to unalive that brother. Why is that happening? Because these people is not set up for you to be in their presence getting any information. All right. So I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Right. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. You added sin to sin because you go get this counsel from these individuals out here. What's going to happen is this: you're going to get counsel about let's say in today's time right now, we're about to face World War III, right? And the counsel that a pastor and an imam or a Catholic priest, right, or wherever you going to get your counsel from, or definitely a political advisor. What's up, bro? You know what I mean? They're going to give you the information. I'm good. They're going to give you the information that is not going to prepare you for the days that's going to come, right? Because they live in la la land. They believe that America is the place that they rest. This is not the place of our rest. This is not the place where we settle our bones. This is not the place where we like, yeah, man, you know, I want to be so American. I hate when I hear black and brown people talk about, yeah, I'm an American. I'm a real patriot. Like when they in the spirit of America, you know what else they gonna say? That it's okay for you to have sex with a white woman, or it's okay for you to have sex with a white man. They're gonna tell you that it's okay to celebrate 4th of July. Yeah, we were slaves on 4th of July, but so what, man? America ain't about that. America is showing you what it's about right now as we speak. Donald Trump is in office, and he's doing such a horrible job, like any white man would do. People are so surprised when Donald Trump has pulled out the woodworks and pulled out the weeds that's in America. This always been there. It's just that Donald Trump gives them comfortability. He gives them the false illusion that they are superior to us. He gives them the false illusion. But guess what? These white people, they struggling. You think black people struggling? White people are struggling as we speak. They going through it. They talking about they got to go through the gas prices, the price of food, the price of living. Let me tell you something. Don't think your average white person making so much goddamn money. They not making that much. And you gotta remember, you gotta look at how much they pay for rent. They got a car note. They got white people, believe it or not, don't think that they're so cost efficient. Oh yeah, you know, white people don't spend that much. White people got a car note. White people got to pay a rent. Remember, our rent is cheap because we live in the hood. They paying damn near $3,000 for what we would in the hood. We paying at least like $700 for that. They paying like $2,700 a month. Price, you know, they can't get that much food stamps if they working like that. Right. If they don't got kids, white people don't like having kids like that. These people is struggling. They are struggling, and they don't know what the hell to do. And they're looking at Donald Trump and they turning their back on him. How do I know? Because every voting poll that been coming out been showing that Donald Trump approval rate is worse than Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon had to resign. His approval rate is lower than Richard Nixon. Yes. All them red territories right now is turning blue. The Democrats, it's supposed to be a tsunami of blue happening at the end of this year. All of those Republicans that was coat riding, bootlicking Donald Trump just last year, they are all deeply regretting it because Donald Trump is a dementia patient, but he's not all the way stupid. Donald Trump is making sure that he can make as much money as he can on this last term. You do know that he's manipulating the stock market. You want to trust America. This man is manipulating the stock market. So how is he manipulating it? He's trying to act like, oh yeah, we're making deals, we this and this and this. So what happens is the gas prices haven't soared all the way up because he's manipulating the market. That's why he's always in the news talking about, yeah, we're working out a deal with Iran. We coming close. Oh yeah, we're gonna work out a deal. We're gonna work out a deal. We're gonna work out a deal for the ceasefire. This man is a greedy bastard. How can you put your trust in politics? How can you put your trust into a corporation? This corporation called United States of America. America is a corporation. It's a corporation. These people do backdoor deals all the time. But when you look inside our community, we think voting, it counts and it matters and it makes a change. You better hope if you go vote, only thing you're doing is slowing the bleeding just a little bit. When you go vote, all you're doing is choosing somebody that is going to snake you out. It was some Democrat named all right. There was some Democrat. I think he's from PA, Fetterman, right? Weird looking dude. He looked like the cat from what's that movie called? The chick, the Addams Family. He looked like Uncle Fester. He's a Democrat, but a lot of people don't trust him because all he do is side with Republicans. He's like a sleeper cell for in the Democratic Party, right? But so many people do what? Vote for him. Because he's a Democrat and he's going to stand by us and he's going to do what's right. You vote Democrat. Now your kids go to school. They had to tell this little boy that he can go in the bathroom and use kitty litter to go to the bathroom. Oh, y'all ain't know? When you got the Democratic Party, this is what I said. The Republican Party is straight out, blatantly out when it comes to their racism. Democrats is very quiet and very subtle. And it's kind of good when Republicans are in the office because it wakes you the hell up. That's why when Donald Trump got in office, we made sure that we was well prepared in our offices because we know that Donald Trump, from out of anybody, is going to push the button. He's going to push us further and further into World War III. We know that Donald Trump is going to push us to be able to. He helps us because he helps us be able to easily teach our people, hey, you feel that belt? You feel that whip? You feel that whip, right? You feel the pressure of America? We've been telling you this since 1969, brothers and sisters. It's time to wake the hell up. And man, good night. Donald Trump, get Donald Trump a hand. He's making our job a little easier. Donald Trump is making our job a little easier, man. I mean, if you look at the things that Donald Trump has done since he's been in office since last year, I mean, good night. What are we talking about? You get what I'm saying? Like Donald Trump blatantly disrespected Black and Hispanics on a regular basis, sent ICE agents to go against innocent Hispanic people. Like, how can you say that these people are gangsters, they're thugs and this and that, but you going to work sites. You going to work sites. And the funny part about it is I'm gonna show you how wicked white people are and why you got to pay attention. White people know that Donald Trump was going to come in and do. They didn't understand the level of stupidity and how greedy Donald Trump can be. They didn't understand that to the point where he would sell them out. Donald Trump let it be known that he was going to rock hard on Hispanic people when it comes to immigration. The very people that was endorsing him, the very people that was, voting for him, a lot of them depended on Hispanic people. So when Donald Trump became president and you start to see everything take place, they was going after their workers. Donald Trump didn't care. You know these people right now is filing for bankruptcy because they can't meet the quota that they signed up for in the contract with some of these companies. Some of these vendors, they can't even some of these distributors, they can't even do work with them because they destroyed their workforce. You can't you're gonna lose money regardless because you don't have Hispanics on your land working. If you a major real estate company and your company thrive off of Hispanic workers, then how the hell are you gonna be able to get the work done? One, it's gonna be hard for you. You're gonna have to go get an official company. Them white boys don't work as fast enough. They don't do good work. How do I know? Because when I go, I look at the work that gets done. Around where I work at, I seen where the Hispanics and black people did their work. They did their job. When I look at when the white people did their work, hey, that company did this, that company did that. I don't never got to worry about anything when it comes down to the Hispanic workers. And guess what? The white workers, they try to get it done. You wanna know what's gonna happen eventually? They're gonna do the work. They're gonna do the work. Work gonna get done. You gonna call them in a month or two, or 3 or 4 or 5. You're gonna call them within that first month a few times. Hey man, we got what's happening with our plumbing, man? What's happening with our HVAC? Yo, this joint just blew up. Yo, man, y'all gotta come down here. They gotta do all them repairs. Guess what? The company that did the work at one point in time, they probably did have Hispanic workers, and all of them quit, or they never did. And because America want to hate black and brown people, give me Lamentations 4:16. Right? They hate us. They hate us to the point where they would jeopardize their own businesses. These people is losing money right now as we speak. Losing money. They could have just kept Hispanic workers, kept them on board, kept them, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all came here, all right, y'all might not be legal. Let's go ahead and put y'all through this process, man. Keep your nose clean like here. You know what I mean? Don't get yourself in no trouble. And we gonna, you participate, you are contributing to America growth. We ain't gonna do you like that. And we understand the history with us and your people. You know what I mean? So to try to bridge that gap, we're gonna try to work with you. You know that when our people try to come over here to America, every 4 years, that whole process restarts for them to be able to become legal in America, so they can get their papers so that they can actually be an American citizen. It restarts every 4 years. They're struggling to be here. They're struggling. Donald Trump gonna make sure if you white, you're gonna be able to get what you need, especially if you got money and you kissing his boots. He love that. Oh yeah, you kiss my boots, I'm gonna give you your papers. That's what Nicki Minaj did. Nicki Minaj kissed Trump behind, didn't care about her fan base at all. They said she lost so many damn followers. I said, damn. She sat up there and kissed Donald Trump behind so that she can go get her citizenship. People love America. They love it. But we shouldn't love America. Read what you got.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Lamentations, the 4 and verse 16. The anger of the Lord have divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favor not the elders.
You said they favor not the what?
They favor not the elders.
They favor not the elders. They don't give a damn about our elders. Look at what was happening to black and brown people since we got in contact with white people 400, 500 years ago. They didn't give a damn about our elders. That's our elders, and they mistreated them, beat them, you know what I mean, raped them, robbed them of their belongings, stripped away their identity, stripped them from their dignity and respect, treating them like nothing. They don't give a damn about the priests. They don't give a damn about the elders. Keep going.
Verse 17. As for us,
Go ahead.
our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Man, we try to get help. We try to get help from these people, man. We try to go to America, ask them for help. Look at what's happening with the Epstein survivors. The Epstein survivors is trying to get help. They want justice. They're not getting it. They dragging their feet. Donald Trump said, Pam Bondi, get the hell up out of there. I'm going to put it in Tom Blanche. You go ahead up in there and you go handle it. Tom Blanche said, ain't nothing else coming back out. This should stop being a topic of discussion. Let me tell you something. If Democrats have any kind of integrity, and honestly, they don't have any integrity because Democrats could have released the files. They was all scared. The people that you go get counsel from, the ones that you go out and go out in the streets and go vote for, and you on bullhorns and you keep calling my damn phone. I gotta ask y'all, man, if you work for the government, when it comes down to voting time, please stop texting and calling my phone. I don't know how y'all got my number, because I don't vote. But y'all got my number. You know what? I know why they got my number. I tried to help that one sister out. She was like, can you just write down your name? You know what I mean? Your number. And I'm just trying to get my money. I said, all right, sis, I got you. You know what I mean? But I said, you know, this voting stuff, man, this ain't going to change anything. She like, I know, man. I'm just trying to get my money. I think that's how they got me. All right, they got me. I buy it. But at the end of the day, voting ain't going to change anything. Ain't going to make no real change. These people don't have no integrity. They don't have integrity. The integrity that you may have, they don't have the same thing. Because once that money is in their face, that money be like this. That money be like this in their face. And when that money in their face, guess what? They're not going to go against massa. Right. They're not going to have the integrity. They're not going to be willing to die for justice. They're not willing to die for that. Right. They're not willing to die for it. The I.S.U.P.K is, though. Right. We go out on the street corners and teach this. You think Muslims, we're in Philly, you think Muslims like the fact that we say that Muhammad is a pedophile when we bring out the truth about Muhammad? You think Christians like the fact that we say that Jesus Christ is a black man? You think Christians actually like that? Hell no. We had people, our own people, tell us that we're wrong, and we had some kids, some young teenagers last week get upset with the fact that because we brought out the fact that Muhammad was a pedophile, and the young brother knew it. And we asked him, would you ever let your daughter marry an old man at the age of 6? He couldn't answer it. We're going to say the things that you don't like. That's the same way a lot of us didn't have fathers growing up. If you had a father or you are a father, you know that a father must be the bad guy. He must be the bad guy. He's going to have to take on the scrutiny. He's going to have to take on the pain of the family. He's going to have to do what nobody else want to do. And that is tell you the truth, and maybe you become an enemy one day. Right. Think about it. You talk to your daughter. She of age. You know what I mean? She's growing into more of a woman. You know what I mean? Her features change. You teaching her, baby girl, you know, don't be like these other girls out here, man. Have some dignity, have some respect for yourself. Right? She likes it. Now she want to talk to boys. Right? You see, you let her know, hey, look, man, you better let me choose your husband, because you don't even understand boys for real. How the hell are you gonna know what man to deal with? You need to be able to come to me. Let me vet out, bro. Let me choose your husband. And you tell her, listen, and you find out she's still trying to do that. Listen. And you tell her the truth. Do that, young boy. Don't be surprised if you leave you high and dry. Don't be surprised by this. Don't you tell them the truth. You tell your son, boy, you better not be out here having sex with women and just throwing them away. You better understand the responsibility behind having sex with a woman. You're a player. But no, if you can catch a disease or a virus, you won't be able to get rid of it. You want to play out here? You'll be on child support. You know what I mean? You need to allow me to be able to help you find a woman. Don't be out here trying to be a whore. And guess what? Your children can hate you for it. They might resent you. They might say, oh man, man, my dad be tripping. He being controlling. You did your job. You gotta tell them the truth. To be a man of the Lord, it is our job and our duty to tell you the truth, either you like it or not. Right. And we cannot give a damn about how you feel. That's why when you hear us out there teaching, we're doing everything that's in the Bible. The Lord said to lift up thy voice like a trumpet. That's what we're doing. Right. Give me Isaiah 58:1. Yes, sir. Give me Isaiah 58:1. America is not a time to be trusting in America. It's not the time to live in the spirit of America. America, you can believe whatever you want to believe. You can have sex with or eat whatever the hell you want to do. Do it thy will. These people built their rules and regulations not off the Bible, but at the ritualistic customs. Right. That all goes back to Satanism. America is the real cult. They try to call us a cult, but they try to say that we wicked. They try to say that, we the crazy ass niggas. You know what I mean? They say whatever they want to say about us. Right. One thing you have to admit, that we're going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. We can bring up the information. We can do the whole jabang. But look at America, for what it is. You better get to the point where you can take on the real criticism. Everybody just celebrated 420. Why the hell is you so much of a Salakia? Why are you so much of a damn drug addict? You're a damn drug addict. You got to celebrate a day of drugs. This is why you're stuck on stupid. This is why you can't deal with anything. You're emotionally unstable. You understand? You don't get nowhere in life because all you do is get high. You understand? All you do is abuse drugs. What the hell is you getting high going to do for you? Wow. You've been getting high all your life, wanting to take away the stress, take away the pain, take away the things that happened to you in the past. What the hell? How many more blunts do you need until you're healed? They try to say, oh, it's medicine. No, you're just a drug addict that needs to learn how to live a life sober. Look at K-Dot. It's a damn shame. K-Dot he be clean for 1 week. Clean for 1 week. Next thing I know, K-Dot is back in Kissington, Allegheny, back on drugs. Maybe Islam is not what he needs to do. Not maybe. I know. Maybe he needs to be around real brothers of the Lord, man. Real soldiers of the Lord. Be around the brothers and actually studying to show himself approved. How the scriptures say, learning how to really battle his demons, actually getting a counsel from the Most High. Right. Getting a counsel that the Most High tell the men of the Lord to give to the people. See, if we want to see real change, the real change is going to have to come from us coming back to the Most High. You got to come back to the Most High. It don't matter what you try to do. You can try to oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna try to take this little shortcut over here. I'm gonna go this path. I'm gonna go that path. None of it's gonna work. Read what you got.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not.
Spare not. Can't spare people's feelings, man. World War III is right around the corner. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can feel it.
Right.
But wake the hell up.
Right.
Think these gas prices going they crazy now. Nigga, wait until until things really start hitting the fan. Right. Things about to really start hitting the fan. Right now, this is all kids play. Right. You know what I mean? Real, I'm gonna tell you when it really started getting real. Once China and Russia put their foot in, right, or North Korea put their foot in. Once that happened, they said Spain is starting to reconsider their alliance with NATO because they see what the bull crap that's going on with Donald Trump. The French, they already was on the already on the fence. Right. People starting to say, man, the hell with this NATO, man. I'm about to go to Russia and I'm about to say the hell with all this, man. I feel like these Jewish people is ruining everything. That's how they feel. You better stop thinking that America is the American flag. No, nigga, it is a Jewish flag. It's a Jewish flag. What the hell do you think this is? You know what I mean? And these Jewish people, they done had a hand in our downfall for so long. For so long, they had to indoctrinate us since you was a kid. Who you think wrote them textbooks for you?
Right.
Huh?
Right.
That was Ghislaine Maxwell's father that was putting those textbooks together. And what do them textbooks teach you? That the white man is the greatest thing on the face of the earth and all you was a slave. Tell you how amazing and rich America history is. What history do they teach you? Huh? So all your life, you learn nothing but American history. You learned about civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King and Sojourner Truth and Madam C.J. Walker and George Washington Carver, because he used the peanut for a lot of. Listen, learn about King David. Right. How King David slaughtered our enemies so that we can be a nation. Learn about the wars that King Saul had to fight to keep Israel a nation. Learn about the black man, Jesus Christ, Mashiach. Learn about him and how he went out in the trenches and taught black people how to love one another again. Learn about how black and brown people came together in unity. Learn about that. That's what we should have been able to learn going home. We should have knew that Jesus Christ was a black man. We should have knew that God was seen in the image of a black man. Right. We should have knew that the angels they looked at like black men. They looked like creatures. We should have knew this. We should have knew these things. That the Most High uses chariots. We should have understood that. We should know that homeless individual deserve something out of our pocket, no matter what, because that's our brother, that's our sister. And in hard times, we should know that we should not unalive one another. We shouldn't hate one another. Like, how can you pray to the Lord asking him to forgive you, but you can't forgive your baby dad? You can't forgive your baby mom. You can't forgive the brother that owe you $20, or you can't forgive the sister, that wore the same outfit as you on your birthday. You can't forget them, but you want the Most High to forgive you. This is why the I.S.U.P.K is here to set the record straight. Wow. And we cannot spare your feelings. We can't do it. When we out on them street corners, we're lifting our voice up like a trumpet. Read from the top again.
Yes, sir. This is the book of, sorry for the delay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not.
Spare not their feelings. Don't spare their feelings. When you have a friend, you got a homeboy. Let's say you got a homeboy. Your homeboy, he likes to have sex with women a lot. He likes to have sex with women and throw them away. And he come to you like, yeah, man, you know, I'm about to go over to shorty crib. You know what I mean? And this time he tell you that she got a man and they going through something. And she about to go to their crib. As a brother, you gonna tell him, you gonna like, brother, why are you dealing with that woman and she got a man? Yeah, they going through something, but brother, you don't want to do that. The Lord going like that. The Lord don't like that. You know, don't go have sex with that man's wife, man. That's adultery. What if that brother catch you having sex with his wife and he unalive you or something? Or you got to unalive him. Now you just threw your whole life away over some used up box. You ain't gonna be able to spare their feelings. He want to go have sex with all these women. Brother, you know that HIV and AIDS is real. You know herpes and gonorrhea and chlamydia and syphilis. All that is real, brother. You about to risk your life for sex? That this woman is for the streets? This is what you gonna do? God forbid, man. What are we talking about? You got to be honest with him. Because if you don't be honest with him, you're not a brother. You ain't a sister. If you know your homegirl, she got a man, but because they going through something, or he might not be doing something right or keeping her happy, she gonna go have sex with another man. As if you real honest with yourself and true, you should tell that sister, that is evil what you about to go do. That is out of line what you're going to do. You got a man at home. Why the hell you about to go have sex with another man for? You turning yourself out to be a hoe, sis. I'm just be honest. That's some hoe shit. You going to tell her that. You ain't going to be able to spare her feelings. I'll give y'all one. I had somebody that's close to me want to go date a white man. And boy, I was everything evil in the book. Oh, that's what you believe. I said, that white man don't understand you at all. Just because you feel as though black men got so much trauma and pain, you can't sit up there and single everybody out. I said, this is a white man. This white man ancestors don't rock with us. They ain't rock with us. He's benefiting off of black oppression, being white in America. He benefits off it. That's why we call it white privilege. So you got this individual, you going on a date with him. You should have gave Carlos the goddamn date. The nigga that work in the mailroom. Should have gave him some play. He look at you. He looking at you know he looking at you. You're behind when you walk. You know he looking at you. You see how he look at you. Why you give him no play? Huh? Well, go give the brother some damn play. Let the brother take you out on a date. I said, you and that white man ain't gonna have nothing in common. He ain't gonna understand you. He ain't gonna understand when you just wake up and you just angry. A black man gonna know where that anger come from. And the black man want to go ahead and take that anger away. And he's gonna hug her, kiss her, caress her. You know what I mean? Some cases, you know what I mean? Take it there with her. Just to ease her mind, because oppression makes a wise man mad, man. Sisters out here struggling just like the black man. What the hell that white man understand about when you in the car and the cops pull you over? He feels safe. How many of y'all, when you driving, you behind the wheel, or or you walking past some police, you get this feeling that, yo, what is it? What is, these cats might try to pull me over. These cats might pull me over. They might pull me over and I'm walking past and ask me if I got ID on me. That ever happened to y'all when you was walking out on the street and they ask you randomly, you got ID on you, and they search you? That ever happened to you? How about?
Yes, sir.
How about you, Matham Yah? That ever happened to you before? Most High in Christ, you don't want that. I remember I was out one night. I'm about to go kick it with some friends, and I'm walking back. This is the first time I ever got officially locked up. I had something on me, and but I'm walking, minding my business. A crime happened. I keep it moving. I'm like, that don't got nothing to do with me. They straight up pulled me over. Mind you, I got on interview attire. I just went on the interview that day. And I'm looking at them like, yo, I got on dress shoes and dress pants, man. What the hell I'm going to be doing? But I'm hoping that they're not about to take my life because they pulled, the way how they pulled over, I'm thinking that my life about to get taken. You get what I'm saying? That white man, he don't got nothing to worry about. Right. I told her, I said, what the hell? I said, what, ain't you into that Pan-African spirituality? How the hell that what the hell that white man gonna know about what you doing? Huh? How the hell he gonna know anything? She got mad. I wasn't asking, I wasn't telling you it for a response. I said, well, how you gonna ever learn anything if you're not willing to take in information? You can't be criticized. I said it's going to be very hard for you in life because you're never going to understand the lessons that's being taught. And man, I had somebody else that's close to me told me I was a dumbass. I said, you're a dumbass. No. I said, you know what? If the ship is crashing, don't tell me it is. Deal? Oh no, you being a dumb. All right, no sweat. I get a phone call the other day. Yeah, bro, you was right. I stopped dating him. Yeah, it was red flags. Yeah, and me and him don't got nothing in common. He don't understand the black struggle or the black story. I said, Most High in Christ. Let's get out of hand. They didn't have sex with this white man, from what I was told, but at least they came to me and was like, you know what, you was right. And that's what we need. Women want protection. Get the correction. Get the wisdom. You know what I mean? Collect the jewels that's being dropped. Same thing for brothers. You want to stop having to go through baby mama drama. You want to stop having to go through things with your wife. You want to be able to prosper in life. Get counsel. Take heed to the men of the Lord. Do it because you'll win. You'll win. As many times I done told brothers, I said, look, try this formula. It's going to work. I got you. And they come back to me like, yo, it worked. I said, all right, bet. I'll at you later. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what type time we got to be on. We got to be able to receive the information. We got to be able to receive the wisdom because that's what's going to keep us afloat. That's how we get stronger as a nation. We got to look at the times that we made mistakes. Like, yeah, it was a mistake for us to think that voting was going to work. Voting don't work. Right? It's like putting on a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. It's only going to stop so much before you bleed out. And if you look at how the Democratic Party bled us out, I mean, think about it. The Democratic Party, they have shown us time and time again that they don't care about the black life. Why? Because Joe Biden was in office, straight up was like, Asian lives matter more. Gays' lives matter more. Let's put them on the bill. He couldn't put us on the bill. Gay people got a protection bill, and Asian people was only going through hate crimes for like what, less than a year, probably like a few months. Jewish people got a hate crime bill passed. Did black people get a hate crime bill? Did Hispanic people get a hate crime bill? Did Native Americans get a hate crime bill? No. You want to know why? Because we don't matter to them.
Well,
we don't matter. We don't matter at all. The Epstein files. Why didn't the Democrats release it? They could have released the files. Why do you think Donald Trump ran on the whole? He ran on the whole premise of release the files, Sleepy Joe. Release the files, Sleepy Joe. The Democratic Party, they don't give a damn about them Epstein survivors. Right. But because they lost a lot of seats and they losing a lot of money, they like, yo, no. Release the Epstein files. Release them. And now they trying to act like they're the brave superheroes. But to somebody that's not stupid, how these Republicans and Democrats are, you just got to ask yourself, why didn't y'all release this, Mr. Joe Biden? Right? And when you take heed to the men of the Lord, you'll start to think like that, because you're not going to look at it one side. Like Republicans look at and Democrats look at things one-sided. Israelites, we're supposed to see the full spectrum of what's happening. You get what I'm saying? Hey, I think I got your back piece charger too. You got it? You sure? All right, no sweat. Let me know. All right, just think on it. I think I might got it.
I think that's it.
You sure? Just think about it. I got somebody, John. So to get back to it, Democrats could have released the Epstein files. They could have. They had 4 years to do it. They didn't do it because they don't give a damn about the Epstein survivors. They care about their money. They care about their pockets. They care about passing policies that help them be able to stay on top. So they need the gay people on their side. So they do that. They already know that they got black people. They already know, oh, y'all want to abort them babies? Come rock out with us, right? So now they trying to go against the grain of the Republicans, right? What does black people lead in that? Well, we sit up there and just believe whatever the hell they say. They come to a black establishment and straight up be like, yeah, man, we want to be able to make black people be able to make more money, and we want to make sure that, you know, we pass certain bills to protect black lives. Since the 1600s, black lives and brown lives has always been in danger in this country.
Right.
Always. Straight up and down. Always.
Right.
It's nothing new under the sun. These people hate the hell out of us. And we are going to tell you it. We're going to read it from the top again.
Yes, sir. No time for delay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgressions.
Show my people their transgression. We got to show you where you wrong at. If you selling your brother or sister drugs, you're a wicked bastard. And you got to change that about yourself. If you beating on your woman, you beating the hell out of her because your mashed potatoes was cold when you sat down at the table. You beating on your woman because you insecure. You feel like you less than a man. She don't listen to you. So now you got to beat the hell out of her. Like you Mike Tyson. And you know what I mean? In the ring, you beating the hell out of your wife because you're so weak and emotional. Never had your father in your life. You was raised up around women. So now you feel as though because you want to feel like you're a man, you got to beat on your wife. We got to tell you that you are a weak bastard. That you are a POS, and no woman should ever want to deal with a man like you unless you change. unless you repent, unless you put the old man away and become a better man. That's the only way you can be able to be seen as the opposite of a POS. That's what we need. We need to be telling our people where they're wrong at. If you're a sister and you had a child with a man and y'all relationship failed, and because you're so miserable, because you're so evil, you will put that man on child support. You will keep him away from his child, right? You will utilize the system to try to destroy him because you just get a joy out of it. Someone got to tell you that you are a wicked bitch. That's what you are. You're going to have to learn that that is evil to do to another brother, because you wouldn't want nobody to do that to your son if they trying to, if your son is trying to be a father to his kid and a woman do him like that, you're not going to like it. So why would you do that to somebody else's son? You're doing it because you're a wicked bitch. That's what you are. You call a spade a spade. If a man don't take care of his kid, ain't he a deadbeat mother effer? He's a POS. But if a woman is keeping a man away from his child and weaponizing the system, then we got to call a spade a spade. Right. Someone got to call it out. And that's what the men of the Lord do. Now, if you change your ways, stop being a miserable bitch to that man. Let him take care of his kids, right? Let him be there. Take him off of child support. Then you're no longer that miserable dog-headed bitch. Now you are a true daughter of Zion because you have repented of your ways. This is why you had to call out the sin. Wow. You can't not sit back and like you see, we so used to uncircumcised ears and hearts lacking the Holy Spirit, all of them. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. You know what I mean? Well, that's why we're here. We're here to teach the people that don't understand these things. And we're going to give it to you straight up and raw. You got to understand these things because what's happening in the world today, the black household is somewhat trying to get stronger. But as it's trying to get stronger, what the white man do? Put more put more wickedness into the household. So if your household is celebrating Christmas or Thanksgiving and any of those spirit holidays, yeah, you might have your woman and your kids, y'all all in the house together, but you still in the spirit of America. So you're never teaching your child how to have real integrity when it comes down to serving the Lord, to being black or brown. You know what I mean? Being the 12 tribes of Israel. How you gonna say, yeah, we the 12 tribes of Israel, but you celebrating birthdays? What? How you gonna say, yeah, we the 12 tribes of Israel, but you celebrating Kwanzaa and Wakanda, whatever the hell that shit is. You celebrating 4th of July and New Year's Eve. You doing all of these things with your family. You're setting them back, right? You're opening up doors that's leading way for Satan to come in and do whatever the hell he want with your house. Right. But when you're taught, hey man, we can celebrate these pagan holidays. Now, guess what? When we out on street corners or when we need classes teaching us, it's a good thing because now it's like, hold on, why are you saying I can't celebrate my birthday? Now we're going to the book of what's that? Jeremiah. We're going to the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. And you go into the book of Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, and you're seeing the origin story of Christmas and birthdays, right? Well, not really the origin story of birthdays, but you're seeing someone celebrating a birthday. Because when you go into Job, the book of Job, that's when we actually see birthdays. If I'm not mistaken, you're seeing the first account of people celebrating the birthday, saying that they're celebrating. I believe I'm paraphrasing. It said that they're celebrating their day, I believe. I could be wrong, but for time's sake, y'all can go look it up. When you start to read the first few chapters of Job, you'll find that Job's children was celebrating birthdays, right? They were celebrating birthdays, and Job wasn't celebrating it, right? His family was wicked as hell. He was the one that was keeping the commandments of God. The Lord was only having mercy on them because of Job. You get what I'm saying? Because, see, Job had to learn not to be a sinner. Job had to learn the truth, and the truth set him free. Job went through hell. Job went through the fire. Job was what you would call a millionaire, close to a billionaire in today's term. He had it all, and he lost it, and he never turned his back on the Lord. How many people you think would do that? When they have it all. Think about when Christ was on the scene. And the cat was like, man, I celebrated the Passover. I was circumcised. I've been keeping the law all my life. He said, yeah, sell everything and come walk with me. That rich man walked away with his head down because he knew that he didn't have the true zeal of the Most High to really let go of the worldly possessions that he had to come serve the Lord. Because when you really in the spirit of the Lord, you're going to give up everything. The same way we did in here. We gave up the whores. We gave up the drugs. We gave up the fast money. We gave up our joy and happiness that the world gives. Right. Now, how happy you be when you get in high? How good life is when you're high? Well, how you think good life is when you're high? When you're having sex with whoever the hell you want to have sex with, everything is good. You get what I'm saying? You got everything. You was a big time drug dealer. Then you got to stop being a drug dealer. Now you got to actually live a legit life. You got to let it go. Oh, you want to serve the Lord? Hey, man, you know you can't just have sex with women and throw them away, right? Hey, sis, you know you can't keep being you can't keep working in that strip club and getting that fast money like you've been doing and on OnlyFans. You can't do that. You got to give up your old life. You got to give up. You're going to have to sacrifice. To serve the Lord is about making sacrifices. Wow. And Christ was trying to show that. In Job, his children and his wife didn't understand that. So as priests of the Lord, what do you think we're supposed to be doing here? Holding your hand and giving you kisses? No, we're going to hand you a tambourine? Hell no. You come in these classes, you're going to sit down. If you don't got a Bible, we'll provide one for you. You know, we encourage you to come with your notepad, you know, with a pen or a pencil, right? Come in here. If you have questions, ask your questions. As you go along, if you got a question on a different scripture, whatever, you ask some questions so that we can answer it, so that we can get down to the bottom of it. Because we know that when you go into the Christian church or the Muslim mosque or the Catholic church, right, or any of these Pan-African religions, whatever you may have you that's out there, they're not going to be able to have the answers for you to solve our issues, to reverse the curses that we're under as a people. I just seen a brother unalive his whole family. Brother unalived his whole family. 8 children. His side girl and his wife. Unalived them all. Then he got unalived by the police. And that's all because of oppression. All because of oppression. Imagine that brother didn't have to feel the weight of this world. You think he would have want to unalive his family? Hell no. He wouldn't want to unalive that family. You want to know why? Because he would be in Christ's kingdom. He would be in the kingdom of the Israelites. And the whole job of the men of the Lord is to make your life be more understandable. Right? Like we got Officer Matambia. Let's give him a hand. We got Officer Matambia out of here. His job is to make everyone that's in Trenton, New Jersey, or in his area, life be understandable. Remember, we had that one sister that was coming to class. That sister, she had a spirit on her where she didn't understand that she just had to learn how to be quiet. And I'm saying in a way of not being clamorous. I think that's what it is, right? Just being so damn talkative and thinking that you know something. All she had to do is just let Officer Mathamyad show her what it means to be a real Israelite, what it means to be a daughter of Zion. She felt as though that she had to fight the world. You don't gotta fight the world. We're gonna fight it for you. Just get in class. You know what I mean? Just if you need counsel, get counsel. You know what I mean? She couldn't take on to that. She couldn't take on the reality of life. Go ahead. She reported to Maryland. Most High Christ for that. All right. I think she got the picture then. Most High Christ. Let's give her a hand. All right, sis. I done heard that. I think the world kind of tore her son real quick. That's and Most High Christ for that, man. Like, if listen, man, being in this school is not easy. It's not easy. This ain't no cakewalk. This ain't no walk in the park. We really fighting demons in here, day in, day out. You know what I mean? Day in and day out, and we look out for one another. We look out. We make sure hey, you good? You good, sis? All right, because we love one another. That's the order in here, man. We love one another. We can't be like the Christian church where they gossiping on the phone about each other. And men having sex with men and women having sex with women and men having sex with other men's wives. You understand? Women having sex with other men in the congregation while she have a man, or she just giving that vagina up to everybody. You understand? I done seen videos and pictures where the woman was coming into church like she just came off the stripper pole. And the pastor is okay with it because that's his wife. And here, you ain't going to be able to just do whatever the hell you want to do. You wanted to make sacrifices. Just like our forefathers and the foremothers had to sacrifice. That's why we keep them high holy days. Them high holy days always remind us of the time that we had to endure in the past. The things that we did that the Lord wanted us to do to keep us together, like the Feast of Tabernacles. That's a very good high holy day. Because what you learn on that day is no matter how much money you have, no matter where you at in life, always remember it was a time when we had to dwell together and we had to stick together as a family. That's why I said Donald Trump being in office is amazing. Now, it's not a good thing necessarily because people get hurt. A lot of our Hispanic brothers got hurt. A lot of our Hispanic brothers and sisters got hurt during this process. A lot of black people then got hurt, right? A lot of Native Americans then got hurt. But we got to see the reality of what the hell is going on in the world. That's why we got to look at it and be like, damn, like we kind of really needed this wake-up call. Like this is a wake-up call. We got to wake the hell up. Like all that sitting back being cool. Yeah, yeah, nah, forget that. Will Smith, Jada Pickett, all them rich black and brown people, they supposed to be coming together with the men of the Lord, and where the men of the Lord said to gather, and we're supposed to all come together, dwell in booths, meaning tents, and eat together, to pray together and learn together for numerous days. That's what we're supposed to be doing, so that we never forget where we came from. You think the Christian church is going to teach us that? You think the Muslim mind is going to teach us that? Huh? Christ kept the laws of God. The Christian church and the Catholic Church, you don't keep these high holy days. Because it's a reason why you don't. Because the white man is the one that's teaching you your doctrine. He's the one that's giving you the information about the Bible. He's telling you Jesus is white because we say he's white. When really the image of Jesus Christ is Caesar Borgia. Who was he the son of? Pope Alexander? Abba? Who was Caesar Borgia, the son of Pope Alexander the Fourth?
Yes. He was Pope Alexander.
I think it's the fourth. Well, why you get that information? These people wanted us to believe that Jesus and God is white, and all even in Egypt, like I always see this the fourth, right? Yeah, Pope Alexander the Fourth. That's Caesar Borgia. That's what they said is Jesus Christ. But I remember it was something. Oh, so the textbooks, when we used to learn about like world history, they have the Egyptian side of it. And again, this is Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein's wife, father. When he wrote these books, the pharaohs was white. Like they even whitewashed the Africans. You get what I'm saying? They whitewashed everything, right? And they told us that black people can't be nothing greater than just a person that scrubbed toilets. And that's why Donald Trump said, yeah, man, black jobs. Scrub toilets, doing this and that. It's like, damn, black jobs? What the hell is a black job? Like Donald Trump and his whole administration and all his little cronies that's out there and every other racist devil that's out there, you better realize that these people don't rock with us. And it's okay because you don't gotta like them. They might call you extreme for it. The Southern Poverty Law Center, who's now under investigation because they have been found doing deals with the KKK, embezzling money, money laundering for white and sending money to the KKK. Yeah, go look it up. The whole indictment started today. The Southern Poverty Law Center, which is definitely endorsed by Jewish people, they are in charge of feeding the FBI information about extremist groups or terrorist groups or hate groups that are in America. And of course, the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge that started back in 1969, we're considered a hate group because we are extreme about our ideology. And we don't agree with the fact of how America has been dealing with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans for over thousands of years. Not just 500, we're talking thousands of years when we was under the Greeks, when we was under the Romans, we was under the Edomite nations. When we had to go to war, with white people. You think this is the first time we had encounters in this century with white people? Hell no. We was fighting white people back in the times of Moses. We was fighting white people. Who you think King David and King Saul was fighting? He was fighting white people. Who you think Saul had assassinate the priests? He had white men assassinate the priests. That's why how Saul died, man. It was like, man, you out of damn pocket, dog. You know you had this coming. And his sons died with him as well. Shout out to Jonathan, because Jonathan, he understood that his father was an evil bastard. But he followed orders. And the sad part is he had to die. And that was King David's best friend. Come on, man. We talking knowledge now. Shout out to my brother Thumb Yard, man, back there. He just got the ring raised. Let's get that in hand. God damn it. Came in here rocking strong. Took on Trenton, New Jersey. and rocking it. We got the food drive, May 9th. We're going to be cooking out in Camden, New Jersey, near the train station downtown in Camden, New Jersey. What's the name of that station again?
Walter Rain.
Walter Rain.
Walter Rain.
Say it one more time.
Walter Rain.
Ran?
With a D.
Walter Rand. We're going to be at Walter Rand Station in Camden, New Jersey, cooking food on the grill. But bring your black ass out there, man. You know what I mean? Let's give a hand for that. I mean, like, that's what we need. Like, and here, man, you're going to put in that work. This ain't no a hangout. This ain't no social club. This ain't none of that. You're going to put in work. You're going to go. You're going to learn how to teach. You're going to learn how to lead. You're going to learn how to do all types of things. You're going to learn so much things in here. And if you're worthy of it, man, you're going to go through Hebrew Academy, where we do military training of all sorts. That I'm not going to give you any more information on that because that's classified. You know what I mean? But you're going to go through training to be a real soldier of the Lord if you seem worthy. But being in here, man, even if you're a sister, you know, sisters don't get put to work like brothers. But sisters definitely put in work in the school. And half of the time, we don't even have to ask them. They come to us like, Salakia, sir, look, we want to put this together. We want to do that. You know what I mean? And they waiting on approval, of course. And that's a beautiful thing. Let's give a hand for that. Because sisters in here, listen, sisters in the I.S.U.P.K, they can be women again. That's the whole beauty of being able to teach our people the truth, not sparing people emotions, right? Like we're going to teach our sisters. We teach our sisters how to be loving and caring. You wonder why that sister's so hard? Because maybe some things happened in her life that were just traumatic. Maybe she was on survival mode for so damn long. When she think about being with a man, it's like, I don't know how long you're going to be around for real. So I'm going to take on the blunt of all of this right here. But when, for real, you want to learn about a sister and understand oppression, right? That's why the men in the I.S.U.P.K, man, we make amazing husbands because we understand oppression. We understand the woes and the ways, that comes through when it comes down to dealing with our sisters, our black and brown sisters. We understand that for so long, they've been conditioned to be a certain way. And that's why when sisters get into the school and they take they do their months to a year, and man, they become something totally different. Where people in the world, like, you wouldn't even think that this sister was a gangbanger. You wouldn't think that this sister was strung out on drugs. You wouldn't think that this sister was on a stripper pole. You won't think that this sister was a lesbian, right? I'm talking about a woman that portrays herself to be a man lesbian, right? You wouldn't know these things, right? But because the Most High worked through us, man, you'll look at that sister. You're like, man, she's such a polite sister. Right. And Lord, do you know, that brother is like, man, Most High in Christ, because nigga, you don't understand the things that the demons I had to fight to get that sister to be that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I first came into the school, man, it was a little rough to get me to settle down and really be cool, because I was on one. You understand? We talking about young 25-year-old in the car. Matam Yad. Matam Yad about to laugh. I'm talking about 25-year-old, fresh out the world. Nigga, I was just at some club the other night. I come in smelling like weed and club. Yeah. I'm trying to change my life. They said, all right, brother, we got you. And they did an amazing job. You know what I mean? I'm still here. You know what I mean? Most High Christ for that. And we talking about, nigga, I used to get phone calls 3 o'clock in the morning. Brother, take that post down. I got a funny story. I'm not gonna say it, but Captain Kai asked me a question. To this day, like when he asked me on the phone, like, what was it that I posted? And I was like, I was laughing, but I wasn't trying to laugh because I wasn't trying to get in trouble. Because how he asked it, he was so serious about it. And I was just like, I'll tell y'all after the class. I ain't gonna say it during the class, but y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, yo, he was dead serious. But like, they like, yo, it was like, yo, man, I don't want to have this conversation with you again, brother. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta tighten up. And I had to realize, like, all right, I got, you know what I mean? I gotta get right. Because again, I'm young 25. I'm wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I was a firecracker. You know what I mean? Nigga, before I came to class, nigga, every day was get high, party, mess with the hoes. You know what I'm saying? And take care of the people that's around me, of course. But like, other than that, work, go get money, hoes, drugs, and whatever, rock and roll. I was a rock star. Let's just say it like that. All right. I was a rock star. When I went home, it was women everywhere. You know what I mean? Drug paraphernalia everywhere. Okay. Coming into the school, it was I knew I needed the school. So I just went through with it. I said, all right, F it. I'm gonna just come in cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the day I stopped smoking and all that, and it was all because these brothers in this damn school told me I had to change, that I had to repent for my ways. I couldn't be that same man that I used to be. So now every day I was taught, nigga, you're gonna have to fight it, learn how to say no, think before you do things, organize yourself. But now when I look at myself in the mirror now and it's like, hey, you know, damn, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn. Do you understand? Captain Akkad told me, he said, brother, you need to have higher standards when it comes to dealing with women. I said, damn. When you trust America, when you put your trust in America, when you in the spirit of America, because that's you trust in America, listen, man, you gonna think that yeah, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? You gonna shuffle through the deck. Captain Akkad said, brother, you gotta have higher standards. He told me this, and I was just sitting there like I ain't never had nobody ever tell me that before. Like, man, you gotta have higher standards up. Like you pretty much he told me, man, you gotta keep it P, man. Like you gotta be righteous about this thing with your, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta take pride. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta remember they representing you. When he said that they represent me, I looked at that girl I was dealing with. I said, well, this bro can't represent me, man. He dumb as a doorknob. Damn. So now I'm sitting there in my head like, shit. You know what that did? It taught me how to have standards. It taught me how to have patience. So now when I deal with a woman, guess what? I'm not about to rush, and she can be, I'm talking, got the whole package. I don't care. She can throw whatever advance. I'm cool. You know what I mean? And that right there might throw me off a little bit. You feel me? I'm like, nah, we ain't on that. Like, I don't know you like that. You get what I'm saying? If I see that she moving a certain way, nah, I'm cool. Bounce. I'm trying to tell you, my Heisman Trophy pose is crazy because I love my life. You get what I'm saying? I love my life. And I learn from men that's greater than me to love my life. Or if I don't love my life, yeah, I'm gonna be one of them niggas that's gonna be sitting there complaining and mad at the world because my shorty is a hoe. How many niggas out here, they woman is a hoe? They can't even trust her at home by herself because they in the back of their head like she probably sucking the neighbor rod. God damn. Damn, now you blowing up her phone and all that. You get what I'm saying? Nah, don't be on that. I took heed and I changed. And now, hey, I know that I'm a good man to be with now. You get what I'm saying? At one point in time, I tell you, I ain't no good boyfriend. That's why I wasn't in too many relationships. You get what I'm saying? Like that I actually sat and sealed it. You get what I'm saying? I know I was trash because I didn't know how to be no good dude to a woman. I just knew to have my fun and keep it moving. Cause I'm like, you ain't about to be my only girl. Now imagine if I understood that a man can have more than one wife. Imagine if I understood the discipline, and I'm talking about from when I was growing up. Imagine how my life would have been. My life would have been a whole lot different. I wouldn't have went through all them, you know what I mean, phases and all those trials and tribulations that I went through, because I would have made better decisions, because I would have had the Lord on my mind at all times. When I was in the world, I didn't have the Lord on my mind all the time. So I got myself in situations that I should have never been in. And that's what we need to see. We need to see that how we move as adults, we must show that to our children, right? And how we show, let me rephrase that. Us serving the Lord is what our children need to see, and they need to be taught that. Give me Deuteronomy. I believe it's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Let me go to verse 4. Chapter 4. Yeah, chapter 4. Yeah, verse 5.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4 and verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Behold,
I taught you statutes and judgment. The Lord taught us these things. Right? Keep going.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me.
As what?
Even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Listen, the Lord commanded Moses to keep the commandments of God. You understand? Keep going.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Yeah. So we was on our way to Israel, and he was like, hey man, Most High want us to keep the commandments statutes, and judgments. You know what I mean? When we go in this land, no matter where we at, we gotta keep these commandments. Keep going.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Say what again?
Keep therefore and do them.
Keep them therefore and do them, man. Keep the commandments. This is what's going to keep us safe. And I'm going to tell you the importance of keeping the commandments and how your pastor and your imam and your Catholic church and all your spiritual advisors is failing you if you listen to them. Because when it comes down to keeping the commandments, that's what keep us away from spreading the ignorance that we have in our community today. We have people, a lot of our sisters think that dressing promiscuous is a good thing. Well, in the commandments, it explains that you can't be that way, right? And it was certain penalties for that. So if we keep that, and I'm not saying that them penalties apply today, because of course the priest can't, perform the full punishments. You understand? But just think about, take a little time back. When you go back in 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s, women would dress more modest. Right now, of course, a black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American woman, y'all built different, but y'all still made ways of showing yourself to be, respected in society, right? And as time went on, you have so many changes. The crack epidemic, you have CIA involvement in a lot of those things, especially when it came down to the music, when it came down to Hollywood. A lot of these things, these people made sure that they invested in, so that while we got the crack, well, if you got the crack era, remember CIA, they needed to fund their war. It's kind of like a two-edged sword. They fund their war and they get to destroy us, right? So now these little boys, they 12 years old, 13 years old. What you think they got in their pocket? Money. Now they got money. They gotta be fly, right? So now they gotta go get the money. So now you got the music, money, clothes, you know what I mean, the drugs, right? And now you have parents that is on drugs and now they're not there. So it's a chain effect, it's a cause and effect that is happening to now where you have this timeline of a downfall of the black household. You see more mothers and fathers not loving one another and having these children. And you know, are you out? All right, little Chris. Hey, what you about to get into? Oh, all right, no sweat. I got you. All right, little Chris, man. I was about to say hit the gym with me, but it's all good. It's all good. Musa Christ. Hey, no sweat, man. So, right while I was saying, you had this timeline where you can see the slope of the black household, the black economy declining, right? And what we must understand is if we keep the commandments of God, we can reverse and enhance and advance a lot of the things that we have in the black and brown community, right? If we keep the commandments of God, the separation between the black and the brown man and woman would no longer exist. So now we're more comfortable with dealing with one another, right? If we take away the whoredom, we take away the drugs, we take away the violence, right? We take away a plethora of evilness away from us, and we actually go back to the commandments of God and keep the commandments, right? We would be able to prosper. So now, when it comes down to our children, guess what our children are going to see? They ain't going to see mom and dad ready to kill each other, calling the cops, fighting. They having to get pulled, tug of war from this house and that house. They're not going to see that, right? They're not going to see mom and dad getting high. They're not going to see dad having sex with whores and mom being the slut. They're going to see real good foundation. That's what the Bible creates. That's what it promotes, good foundation. But when you're in the world, it don't produce any good foundation. What it's doing is setting you up for failure. Setting you up for failure. That shit don't work. None of that work. You go try to go do it this way, ain't gonna work. Try to go do it this way, ain't gonna work. You might get a little something, but what the Most High say He wants you to have, you ain't gonna have it. Straight up like that. Look at these cats. You can go get all the money in the world. You can go get all the money in the world. You can go be a famous artist, whatever. If you ain't keeping the commandments of God, the Lord is not on your side. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith, rich man. His son is a homosexual and his daughter is a homosexual. And his wife is an evil broad. I mean, it's like every year her head starts to look more eviler. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But she makes it her business every year to try to destroy Will Smith. Remember, he's rich though. So many people think money take away all your problems. No. You're just gonna have rich black person problems. Your son and daughter on drugs, your wife is a whore and she on drugs. You know what I mean? And you on drugs too. I don't know. But I'm gonna say like this, y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. I think that's about our time right there, about right? Coming up on time. I ain't gonna do how Cat be doing. I ain't gonna do how Cat be doing. 3 hours. I'm playing with you, man. Shout out to Cat Chapar. Man, thank y'all, man, for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You know, I.S.U.P.K Philadelphia. You know, these classes, man, it's so important. Make sure anytime you're watching these classes, make sure you're taking notes. You know, take notes, cross-reference, you know, go do your own research. Make sure y'all paying attention what's happening over there in the Middle East. We good. We good. Make sure you pay attention what's going on in the Middle East. Make sure you pay attention what's happening in politics. It's a lot of avenues that you can go search. One of the main avenues you can go watch is Black Watch. I.S.U.P.K Black Watch, hosted by Commander YAHANNA. Yours truly. You can find that on YouTube, on all platforms, for real. You go on YouTube, go up I.S.U.P.K Black Watch. You'll get some good information. You'll be able to get all the updated information. Commander YAHANNA, he definitely been going in a little bit more, right? Going live a little bit more with everything that's going on. You're going to get live breakdowns. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't even really got to explain no more. I.S.U.P.K, you already know what it is. Shalom. Thank y'all for tuning in with that. Shalom.